not only can we sue Google and YouTube for compliance with COPPA, but also individual channel owners and content creators. The expression about shooting fish in a barrel, and YouTube is the barrel, and the content creators are the fish.
Our first question comes from Tony Rom with Washington Post. Please go ahead.
Who do you think you're fooling with those hair plugs?
Does Disney pay you in butter? Because it looks like Disney pays you in butter.
What does Mickey's taste like?
Okay, hi there, YouTube coggers.
Whoa,
Hello. We have a very fun topic to talk about today.
What is it, Rick?
Oh, it's Coppa.
Coppa.
Yeah, great.
Is that like David Copperfield?
It's exactly like David
That's weird.
Copperfield.
Because it's magic.
Magic.
And it
was.
steals from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes things disappear.
Yeah.
It's
Mostly
gonna make
money.
mostly YouTube. So, God, I don't even know where to begin. So I guess we'll just dive right in here.
Good.
When faced with a pool of crap, all you can do is just dive right in.
Yep. Yes. This is awkward. YouTube and Google broke the law. Like a lot.
This surprises none of you, I'm sure.
Wait, what?
Hold for gasps. So the way they broke the law is it's super illegal to collect personal data on youngsters while they're on the internet. COPPA stands for Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It was written in about
98, Clinton administration, and then it went into effect in 2000.
Right, and it was written to keep kids from, punching in their home address and phone number on the AOLs.
Yeah, for being targeted for ads and stuff. It's a good, in theory, it's a good, it's necessary.
Yeah, we'll put that in here right up front, like protecting kids, all for it.
Right.
There's a lot of gross, weird shit on the internet your kids shouldn't be watching.
Poofy crappy skine. Exactly.
But that kind of plays into one of the points we're going to hit today is bad parenting is a big part of this.
Hey, pimping ain't easy, but it's necessary.
So if you don't know, Google and YouTube were collecting the shit out of personalized data on kids watching on YouTube, and they were even bragging about all of the kids that they have on their platform in their marketing materials that they allow their advertisers access to. That violates COPPA, so the FTC fined Google for $170 million. Not a big deal for them to pay, I assume.
Yeah, that's pocket.
And I think Google...
That's couch money.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure that's couch money for all the YouTube content creators too, right? You guys?
Oh yeah. Well,
I
brought a few million with me today in case we got fined.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
My backers from carrying all this money.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Can you spot me? I want to go buy a Porsche.
Yeah, go for it, man. Let's
thank you.
let's
I'm gonna
serve
buy
some
a-
ads up to kids.
I'm gonna buy a jet.
A jet. A very sensible jet. But part of the settlement was basically they serve up their content creators on a silver platter to the FTC. They've implemented a new system where you have to say, hey, I make content for kids, or no, I don't make content for kids, or I want to say per video whether this video is for kids or that video isn't for kids. Obviously, we're not a show for kids, even though we on the surface kind of look like we might be. So
We're immature adults,
Right, yeah.
and that's
There is
who
a
it's
difference.
for.
that's right. So let's see. Yeah. So here's the thing. If the FTC disagrees with you that you are making content for kids, you can be fined $42,530 per video that they feel violates COPPA.
Yeah,
That's absolute BS.
So saying that your channel is not for kids doesn't protect you. Now, the way that they qualify all this, we'll take a look at the guidelines
look at that,
here.
The language,
So
so vague.
So, this is how the COPPA law qualifies your channel as something that's appealing to children. Whether it contains kids' jokes. What's that mean?
right.
Music.
Cock-a-doodie.
It contains music.
Right.
Okay.
I assume it
Just
means
music.
Just music. Well, we're already like
Pictures
this
of,
video.
I don't know, jingling keys, saltines, anything, kids are up to these days. Like,
Kids games, video/computer games, children's TV shows or stars, cartoon characters, sports,
Just sports.
Just sports.
stories.
Stories?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh, $42,000. Damn it. Okay. Toys. Toys. Children's books, fantasy, children's arts and crafts, pets, products primarily purchased or consumed by kids like snack food or cereal.
Snack food.
I haven't eaten snack food since I was 13.
So let's see, how many
no one
categories
snacks. Mm.
do we fall in here? Kids jokes, music, video, computer games, fantasy, cartoon characters, stories, toys,
Can you unbox stuff in here?
snacks.
Yeah, does this sound at all like this stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
It gets worse. We'll cut back.
Tell us more.
Presentation. This is a big part. Presentation of the website, which means our YouTube channel, such as language that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 and under.
Yeah, I think, 12 and under, anybody would be able to understand a percentage of what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because we're using language.
Weird as it may sound, by the time I was 12,
You
I
had
could
pretty vast
understand
vocabulary, probably,
language
Yeah,
enough
this
to-
is assuming at 12 you're still breathing through your mouth.
You're still like,
college level reading.
yeah.
Okay, so short, colorful descriptions. Robot co-op. Games roasted by robots.
Top 10 things Lindsay Lohan did when she was drunk and wearing no bra. Like, that is a language that could be,
But that's you're
We're getting to
describing
that.
advertising.
Yep.
yeah.
Slang and pop culture phrases.
That is dope.
Now, this is where you're going to see that this bill, or this law, is going to show its age real bad here. Okay. Language such as fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, duh,
Radical.
no doy,
Awkward.
fly.
Does that mean radical videos?
Radical.
You lose your head over this decapitation video.
Does your channel feature the phrase, dude, where's my car?
Biatch. As if, sucker.
Ooh.
That thong.
Whether the website uses visual content appealing to children, animated characters, bold or fast-moving graphics,
That's like everything.
or bright and vibrant colors.
Bye, Flux.
See ya.
So that's the way we do business. It has been successful so far.
Hey,
No.
that cup is vibrant colors and it says love on it.
Yeah, that cup is in violation of Coppa, brother.
Yeah, you bitch.
$42,000
Cop
right
it
there.
up.
Let's go.
You're moving fast. Your hair isn't, but this other stuff is.
I don't think we'll have a problem.
I've been canceled.
No, we're gonna be
We're
fine.
fine.
It's just fine.
We're fine.
It's
So
fine.
it's fine.
Can you put like a sepia filter on everything we do now?
I was thinking,
Yeah,
like,
can you give everything a 5 o'clock shadow?
I was thinking for Mario, for the Nintendo games, which are particularly cutesy, like new thumbnails where like I'm smoking a cigarette as Mario and it's all dark and desaturated.
It's just muddy and it rains in the studio constantly while we do it.
Yeah.
It's like the first Rambo movie. We need to make it look like that.
yeah, dude.
You need a bottle of pills in one hand and a martini.
I think this is weird though because like that dollar amount is so specific. I don't think they're interested in the money.
It's flexing.
It's flex. Yeah, it's to lock up these content creators and get them in and bind them. They don't want payment or expecting payment. It's just to keep people bound. Basically, it's like it's a weird back-assward way of censorship and controlling the marketplace. So which again, yeah, if YouTube, Google did, violate the law, so fine. But there's somebody's getting paid for doing this. They're gonna eliminate now that Disney Plus is a thing now.
Yeah, we're about to get into that now.
Yeah. All of this seems like a ploy to for the long game of getting people to go to like one or two very specific
Other-
platforms.
What do you
Yeah.
mean, Pickles? Whatever could you mean? So the guy that is the author of Coppa, at least I believe. I don't know if he originally wrote it back in the 90s, but he is
Probably
responsible.
part of it.
He's dead now, right?
No.
Damn it.
Marky Mark and the spunky butt.
So, wow.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Somehow that's a Coppa violation.
Yeah. Duh.
That was fast-moving images.
And vibrant colors.
And music.
Yeah, music's here.
Stories.
So that'll lead us into this next segment, this next layer of this stinky onion peel. One of the guys who's really pushing for this, and I believe is the current author of its he's
Current
the
version, yeah.
current version. Mr. Senator Markey here has been in bed with Disney for quite some time.
Yeah.
He has other big Hollywood connections. So instead of COPPA, I think we should really be calling this law DAPA, Disney's Online Profit Protection Act. Think of the children. And these are all of the same big media giants that are coming out with streaming services now that hate YouTube
Yep.
and have been trying to take down YouTube for years.
Either that, or you're going to see a lot of content creators get good deals to go over to those to create content over there, or just disappear.
I mean, a few of them,
a
maybe.
few of them. No, like not all. A lot of people, but a very small percentage.
I don't see PewDiePie.
No. I don't see
invited
that.
over
But I
to-
do see. I do see. Maybe a few that would be going over there. And getting deals over there.
Disney Plus. Now he's actually had a falling out with Bob Iger, who is the current head of Disney, over some. Markey didn't like the little tracker bracelets that they wanted to use at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, sure. Side with him on that. And then he kind of had a falling out with Disney. But I actually think that makes it even more suspicious because he's probably trying to get his foot back in the door. Maybe. I don't know. He's got ties to other things. Like NBC is about to have the Peacock now. It's going to be their streaming service. I think Time Warner's coming out with a streaming service.
NBC is the cock.
Yeah. So this is all very, very suspicious. And another thing that I've noticed, if you trace things back, all those blogs that are constantly attacking YouTubers and constantly trying to tie YouTubers to extremist groups, and
just lazy, gross, stupid, fake journalism that's so popular nowadays.
PewDiePie made a joke. That means he's a.
This guy plays video games and did a no word.
Yeah, like if you trace back who owns those shitheel blogs, it's the companies that have these streaming services come out. Wall Street Journal has attacked PewDiePie over and over and over again. I bet you never thought you'd see me defend PewDiePie. He's not I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
He's just an edge. He's a former edgelord, is what
exactly.
he is. So
I don't agree with what he says or how he does it, but he has the right to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So to kind of back up a little bit too, like this got started big. There is YouTube Kids. There was a section just for kids on YouTube. Apparently that doesn't play into anything. People weren't using it. Kids
I don't think it was really like advertised or anything like that. If they did a better job at doing, like Netflix, you can create a
separate account.
Kids account.
Right.
like a kid's account or something that they could access.
But wasn't that was one of the points of one of the rules of YouTube Kids is like you cannot advertise with YouTube Kids. Like you can't run through the ad algorithms. You can't make most of it
Right.
searchable.
So for them, it was unprofitable and it was a waste of time for them because they weren't monetizing it.
But people weren't using it. Kids were just getting on YouTube. Shitty parents are just plopping their kids down in front of YouTube. Watch PewDiePie, and then they walk in and they're watching some effed up shit they shouldn't be watching. The parents all flipped out. They got a hold of these advocacy groups. And then these groups went to FTC, complained. FTC sued YouTube and Google, and now we're getting served up as fodder.
And this always happens though. This is not new. Back in the day in the 80s when they were trying to, before the explicit lyrics sticker was the agreed upon thing, they were originally going to label and sticker artists who were Jewish, occult, drugs, sex, like very specific scarlet letter that would ruin content creators or the artists from being carried at retail outlets and things of that nature, and having a stain on their and it was like over legislation is shredding freedom. So then they just agreed on the explicit content, and it made those albums sell more because so it backfired for them.
And like the sleazy, like the most disgusting part of this, of course, is the shield of think of the children. Like you don't care about the children.
You care about the money.
You care about driving everyone to Disney Plus and driving everyone to the Peacock. Like YouTube is a serious like threat because it's free. It's free to go watch whatever you want on YouTube.
You could pay for the extra thing, but you don't have to.
Exactly.
Right.
There's something else that's going on behind the scenes too, and it's kind of the same way that like the ride sharing world is like having a problem with. There's so many backers in that industry, like all kind of hedging their bets on which one's going to be like the number one versus Lyft or Uber. The same thing is happening with streaming services.
Yeah.
In order to be the most engaging, the most profitable, they have to spend a shitload of money on producing content. I mean, we're talking like you've seen the quality of work that these studios are producing. It's not cheap to do. And so like behind all the scenes, especially with Disney, like they are pouring like millions of dollars into it. So they don't want to lose these bets. So they will do anything in their power to get people to retain the channels, and even at the expense of like screwing over the freedoms of other content creators.
Sure. And like you know, your kids aren't safe on YouTube. God knows what they're gonna see. Come on over to Disney Plus. We have full control over everything.
We got stuff for adults and babies.
We got gargoyles.
Yep. We'll still show the racist stuff and just put up a blurb saying like, about
our
that.
bad,
my bad.
Yeah.
That's a good way for reparations to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Our
It's like,
bad.
whoops, whoopsie poopsie. Here's the crow scene in Dumbo.
So YouTube is losing its mind over this. Content creators are very scared because just marking your channel is not for kids does not protect you. All the FTC has to do is disagree with you. Go, oh yeah, we think you're trying to target to kids.
You've got bright colors.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
these are people that don't understand anything.
Right. It's written from the perspective of someone who thinks once you turn 13, the world turns black and white, and you have no appreciation for colors or like.
That's when you got your first prostate exam, right?
Right, 13.
When you're 13.
Yeah.
Totally. You're like, oh man. Oh,
now here's
gotta go get a colonoscopy.
Now here's a really good comment that I found on a video about this. All creators were under the understanding that anyone on YouTube was 13 plus because YouTube's rules to get an account.
Yeah.
Never thought of that, did you? So
100%.
There we have a situation where we have a website or an online service that is directed to children. So
you have to be 13 to sign up for YouTube. This is something that a lot of lawyer videos are citing as to why if you do get drug into court for a $42,000 fine, a judge is probably going to laugh at the FTC and throw it out.
But they want to scare you.
But that's what it is. It's a scare. I mean, that's a very specific, weird dollar amount.
And it represents a multiple of the revenues realized from this practice.
And this is another great point this guy brings up. I'll kind of summarize this. This guy's basically saying, we as creators never got the kids' personal data, so why the hell are we on the hook for anything?
Right.
Like, I was not finding out where little Timmy lives and what kind of soap he likes to use.
No, absolutely not. If anything, like in the ads platform that you run, like whether that be YouTube or Google or whatever, like you get a very, very limited smattering of demographic data. You know age groups. You know general areas, but
geography.
You don't get addresses. You don't get names. You don't get like personal data. You just get to see like the very highest
zip
level.
codes, X, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and I mean that's only if you go and try and do targeted ads.
Exactly.
Like if you're just uploading your videos data, nothing. You get no information.
Yeah. But if you're pissed at that, then shut down all paid advertising on the internet.
Right.
It's false equivalency.
Right.
Yeah.
It's total bullshit. And right there, it's like I think it's telling that YouTube isn't trying to fight this or clarify anything. It's almost as if they want this to happen so they can take down independent creators.
Right.
Blame someone else for it. Meanwhile, they'll just move on to having Will Smith and Jimmy Kimmel take over the platform.
Right.
And that's something we've been pointing out is like, hey, every time they adjust the algorithm, it gets harder and harder to find stuff that's not from NBC and CNN.
Exactly. Universal, all these giant,
And we've been dealing with that since day one of like, nobody can find us No matter how much research we put into how to tag videos and we do ad campaigns, it's just...
That's the thing. They will do anything for people who will pay gobs and gobs of money on the ad campaigns.
I can't possibly think someone is this tone deaf and this ignorant of like pop culture. I think this is written to be abused.
100%.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, this is so vague, it's almost hysterical. This is a Save Family-Friendly Content petition for YouTube. It has 842,000 signatures right now, going up all the time. And that's something we didn't even cover. Let's cover that real fast. If you do actually make content for kids on YouTube, legitimate content for kids, and you mark your channel as such, your livelihood as a video content creator on YouTube is over.
Bye-bye.
When you mark a video for kids, video will no longer have notifications, so whenever you upload, your subscribers aren't being notified. No comments allowed on content for kids. Video will not be searchable.
Yeah.
Video will not...
Well, what's the point?
Yeah.
It'll be like a robot co-op video.
Oh, hey.
You have to be friends with somebody who knows somebody that...
Right,
yeah.
that has the URL. The video will not be suggested or recommended, and the video will make 90% less revenue. All of this also applies when you mark an older video. So if you have been making legitimate good content for kids on YouTube,
They're
you're
making
done.
a living at it.
You're
Yeah.
done.
You're done.
It's stupid.
Unless you're good enough for Disney or NBC and could negotiate and get a deal over there.
And like that's
And that's going to be slim to none.
Think about what this is going to be like.
Maybe like a fraction of a percent will do that of content creators.
The only thing I do agree with, though, is the no comments thing.
Sure.
Oh, 100%
sure,
no
because there's
comments.
super creepy comments on kids' videos.
Right.
And like, but just think about what this is going to cause in like just a year. There's going to be nothing for the kids to be watching on online, and you know, everything's going to be.
It's not going to be an avenue for them. So therefore, their only choices are.
Yeah, exactly. So like, they're not even being slick about this.
No. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So what this means for us, like the only thing that's dawned on me to do, obviously we've marked our channel as not for kids. I'm doing this with our thumbnails. I'm putting TV-14, violence, sex, suggestive dialogue, language, and like
it's the least you could do.
It's the only thing I can think to do. We actually don't have those original thumbnails. We don't have the original Photoshop files, the master files for those, so I can't move the elements in the thumbnail around. So the vast majority of thumbnails we've uploaded over the past 10 or 11 years have to be remade from scratch in a lot of cases. So, but with the Gary Busey episode of Resident Evil HD got a pretty decent upgrade, I think. That's a lot better.
That's really good.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
This is dumb. This is really dumb.
It's really dumb, and I mean, YouTube's never been great for us anyway. I don't really know what's going on, but our videos aren't even hitting 500 views anymore. I don't know if we'll be on YouTube in 2020 for very long, so I don't know what's going to happen. So,
glad that was optimistic and enthusiastic.
The disappointment tube.
Yeah, it's bad,
but
guys.
As Jeff Goldblum says, life always finds a way. My ear's falling off.
But whatever
I'm
happens, we're going to be around in one way or another.
Yeah, like, well,
so we're on Twitch. That's right now kind of our home base right now.
It's turned into it, man, because like that's where the support is. Like, I don't know what's going on with our YouTube. This is a video I'm real concerned about. I've put a TV-14 on it. Like, this is one where I could see possible confusion, but again, going to put the TV-14 thing up. It's big. It's in the upper right-hand corner. There should be no question.
But down there, I just say cat AIDS.
Right, cat AIDS, yeah.
That is the only thing in
kids
that thing
need to be aware of cat AIDS.
Yeah, it's a serious problem.
It's very...
You know, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, just drop an F-bomb in your video, and then you're fine. No, it doesn't matter. This is all about the surface level appearance of your content. It doesn't matter.
It's a blanket. It's a blanket swipe. It's a scarlet letter. It's
in surface level.
Very Gestapo like.
And what's so funny about this is no kids watch our channel at all.
Unless they're kids of our fans that are adults.
Yeah, there's that. Right. But then that's the situation. The
that
adults
is
right
their
there.
choice. of how they want to do that. I'm not going to make. I'm not going to judge.
Hands off.
And nor should it be legislated. If that parent wants to allow it, that's their call.
Right.
Absolutely, I totally agree. But surface level, if you look at this, oh boy.
Yeah, it's very colorful. Look at the colors. Look at the
surface
stories.
level
Rick.
is three out of them are all mature. Would be rated mature games though.
Mature games, you probably have a little bit extra protection, like Dead Space.
Dead Space, Resident Evil, Far Cry 5, Deep Clear, those would be.
But Zelda, Super Mario, Luigi's Mansion, those are games rated E for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know, Zelda might be. I don't think Zelda's teen. I don't know. It's yeah.
I don't know if you get Link on a windy day, you could see his hoo-hoo dilly.
Oh, his hoo-hoo dilly.
Oh.
Link's gonna fulfill the prophecy and pull out that Master Sword.
Eventually, there's probably going to be another service similar to a YouTube model that may not be as profitable as big.
Yeah,
but
there's Vidly that people keep bringing up, but
it's just not there yet.
It looks like it's specifically made to be YouTube in 2005.
Oh, sweet. Hey, can we do a MySpace? Like, get a MySpace back.
Like, look
back
at
up and running?
that's 12. Let's go click on this.
This looks amazing.
Like, look at the that is the straight up YouTube 2005 interface with the gradient.
Yeah.
And let's see.
What do you want to do? Play Wii or go to this website?
Like, look at these views: 227, 61.
South Park
Killing
Fat
it.
Abbott.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Most popular.
Gary's mattresses.
Yeah. Let's see. Most viewed. 144 views.
Does Spider have puss?
Zone. Let's all go to zone.
Read the one next to it.
Does Spider have puss? All right, we're going all in.
I think we're going all in.
Spider indeed has bobs and vagine.
Please, baby.
Does
Show
Spider
Bob's and
have puss?
Benjine.
Does Spider have puss?
Spider, you got puss?
You said Spider got puss and gross bones?
Does Spider have puss? Does Spider have puss? No!
Take your wife out to the zone.
I don't see any N words today.
Well, not today.
That's good.
That's a
That's
step
good.
up.
Go to all time though. I guarantee you hit all time.
Moon Man, crank that. There we go.
Oh no!
No. That's bad stuff. Oh no.
Wow.
Johnny Cylon says, "Oh no, to racism."
No.
Holy shit, did you just your sister?
We'll fit right in here.
What the hell?
So
Whoa, go back! What's this Rick and Morty one?
Oh no!
well, I guess it's this or Pornhub. I guess I'll go Pornhub.
I would honestly.
I don't see any
rather do
racial
that.
slurs on Pornhub.
Rick, I think we need to be racist. That thing got a lot of views.
Apparently so. So this is a mess. We
So,
don't know what 2020 looks like for us.
It's not Vidly. I can tell you that.
It's not
much.
Vidly.
No.
Before anyone brings it up, it's probably not BitChute either. I signed up for BitChute, gave it a shot. BitChute, at least for me, is completely busted, and it seems like I'm not even close to being alone in this. Tried uploading a few videos. They are still stuck in processing. They have been stuck in processing for days. At the time of this recording, I can't even begin to take this website seriously, so I don't know. I thought maybe our files are too big or something. So I tried uploading a smaller file, and it's still just sitting there in processing. So this site's got a long way to go. So people are saying to us, like, you guys have your Twitch. You don't need to be that worried about it. Your YouTube's not doing anywhere near as good as your Twitch is anyway. But if this goes through and it is the nuke that it looks like it could be for YouTube, there's going to be blood in the water. They'll come for Twitch. So
They're gonna have to fight Bezos though.
they're going to have to fight
That's
Bezos
true.
and Amazon.
He's just Prince
He's
money.
the final boss.
Who's got more money, Google or Amazon?
right now? Amazon.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe they'll shoot a money bomb back at him. So, guys, that's about it. Thanks, shitty parents, for making YouTube your babysitter.
Well, also thanks to self-righteous politicians that it's trying to be protectors of the children, but you're trying to line your pocket with bullshit
Marky,
legislation.
that's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
If I had hands, I'd do it too.
Yeah.
It's all Marky, this Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the internet's kind of looked at the write-up for all that and gone, okay, boomer. But we're trying to keep a level head and keep informed. We're trying not to freak out.
It's also just shredding the Constitution through the paper shredder slowly, a little inch by inch,
right?
And eliminating free speech. That's ultimately
that's
at the
part
end
of
of
it
the
too.
day. There's that, and you could just follow the paper trail.
Yep.
And know who this benefits.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. And what's so funny about this is just a few months ago, we'd be like, oh, we got to swear less. And YouTube's like, if you're not playing that algorithm game, if you cuss too much, if you play violent games, we're going to have the algorithm crush you. No one's going to be able to find you. And just a few months later, here we are going like, oh, but you need to be a little edgy so that's clearly not for kids or the FTC is going to sue you for millions. So where do you make content? There's just this weird little gray area in the middle where you have to make super bland stuff that appeals to nobody. And that's the trick. I think that's what they want you to make so no one watches it. So they go sign up for all the streaming services.
Yep. I guess what we're saying is we will accept a payment from Disney Plus to get on their platform.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you guys could be on a Disney show, at least visually speaking. We just can't have you say anything ever.
Yeah, you just can't talk.
No, we curse all the time. You just can't hear us.
Yeah, so this is a mess. We don't know how it's going to impact us. We're trying. My only idea I could come up with was to put TV-14 on all of our thumbnails.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yep. And it's like, if I'm picturing myself in court, I'd be like, it says TV-14.
I did it.
Yeah, right here. And the YouTube terms of service says you're not supposed to be on this site unless you're 13. I assume that that's what the case is, and it's not my job to police that.
Yeah, and our content for a 13-year-old, I would feel okay with that. Some of it, maybe not. But,
yeah, most of the time.
But most of the time, we're in that world. Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, if you're still here watching this at this point, obviously you care about this channel, and we thank you very much, and we hope that wherever we end up, you're there. You're willing to jump over.
Yeah, for sure.
If we have to vacate the premises.
Pretty please.
We're going to do this and hope that's enough. And if it ain't, we've got Twitch. So,
and we've got you.
And we've got
thank you for watching.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. So hopefully this kind of blows over.
We'll keep doing it as long as you keep viewing it. Wow.
That's good. Ooh. Okay.
So remember,
fight the power!
Interact.
Hell yeah.
Interact, everyone, for as long as you can, until the Coppa nuke comes down on us all. This goes into effect January 1st.
Yay.
Cool.
Merry Christmas.
A lot of time.
Merry Christmas.
And a happy you.